Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So, what is it? It's almost 5 o'clock. It is August 29th, Friday, 78.9 degrees, 77 degrees. Yeah, the sun's not right on my batteries. And 25 Celsius for my international friends. What am I up to today? Worked last night, came home, slept a while, got up, had a bunch of errands to run. I had to fill the F-150 up with gas, I had to swing by the bank, and I had to get a haircut. So I got that done. And I'm just kind of trying to put myself together for the long weekend. I am off, obviously, the remainder of today, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I don't go back in until Wednesday night. So I got to kind of get my act together and see how much I could get done between now and then. Tomorrow is a flea market at Stormville. I think I told you guys this already, that I'm trying to get to the point where I'm whittling down the number of flea markets I go to. And there's a reason for that. I can't keep bringing home this much crap all the time because I can't store it. I have nowhere to put it. So as I'm working my way toward attempting to get organized and all, part of the gig is to not bring home crap quicker than I'm cleaning up the mess. And to that end, unfortunately this week, it looks like I'm going to have a bit of a setback. What do I mean by that? Well, I have a couple of deals cooking. There's a guy at work who has a Suzuki, it's 200cc on and off-road bike, enduro type of gig, electric start. I'm not sure what it's called, YZ200E for the electric start on the end, maybe, something like that. He's got title for it and everything else. It's got carburetor problems. Pretty nice bike. He's after $200 for it. And to be quite honest, that's the kind of bike that interests me. Musty One has one. I think his is bigger. It's 400 or 650, 350, 400, 450. I'm not sure. Big one lung on it, so it's probably a 350 or probably a 350. Anyway, whatever it is. Nice bike. He's got huge tires on it, like pretty near the size. Not quite that wide, but wider than that. Right? You guys could see that? Yeah. Definitely wider than this. He's after $200 for the bike. Looks like the carburetor could be one of those $25 eBay carbs. Slam that right on there. Now I got a running bike with a title. It's been registered recently. So that's really interesting. That could be that could be a nice resale item, or if I ever do start running the roads on a motorcycle, it's a nice on-off-road bike. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Musty One, what he does is when he goes someplace, he throws his motorcycle in the bed of his pickup truck. So when he goes, should he want to run around a bit, he just pops his helmet on and doesn't have to pull his camper or take the truck or unhook his truck and do all those annoying things. All he has to do is roll the bike out and take a ride, which is really cool. So anyway, the deal is right, and I'm thinking of going with that. There's also another three-wheeler on the list. I'm not positive this deal is going to come through. That'd probably be more like a Monday deal if it does come through. It's a really, 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 really ugly ATC 90. But if anybody's familiar with those engines, the good part about it is the engine, is those engines are really nice. They don't produce a lot of power, but they start easy. They're a point and condenser engine. They are not a CDI engine. So just a real solid 5-speed or 4-speed engine. And I believe it does have high and low also. But it'll just be a nice bike for parts. So it's a parts bike. So one of those two, if they both come through, I'm going to be up to Miss January for 2015 already. They're both reasonable, and anyway, that's what's cooking from that point of view. I have to get back to the garage. I made quite a bit of progress down there. Got a lot of things put away. I pulled the Cushman out back here. I got to cut the grass, obviously. I mean, look at this. Something else that needs to be done this weekend. I got to pay a little closer attention to the weather. I guess tomorrow's supposed to be good, but we're supposed to see some rain for Sunday into Monday. But yeah, here's the Cushman and the trailer. I just ran him out here. This trailer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a couple of 2 or 3 quads on there. Those Suzukis, I'm going to pop them on there and run them out to the barn. And if I have to vacate the barn, I could just go back there with the Cushman, hook up the trailer and drag it right out of there. The Suzukis, I'm not saying, I'm kind of sorry to say this, but to me at this point they don't have a lot of value. But I'm not quite, I mean, if somebody came and offered me the right money for them, obviously, or really any real money for them, or anything for them, trade a Honda for them or something, I would probably let them go. But probably what I should do, like one of them has a really nice headlight on it, I should probably pull it off and get it on eBay. But what I should do is I should part them out and sell them out on eBay. It's just I'm not quite organized to do that yet. What I need to do is get my act together, so when I pull a part off, I can get it into a box and get it into the mail and get it out of here before the person on the other side goes crazy and gives me negative publicity for being slow mailing stuff. That's what should actually happen to those bikes. But in the meantime, I have to get them out of prime real estate. I'm grinding through. It took me over 30 years to make this mess, and it seems to be taking me that long to clean it all back up again. A little at a time. You can't do it. I can't work at this for too long, and then I get restless, and I need to go out and buy another bike, or need to go to a flea market, or need to go out somewhere. This too much of this just kind of drives me a little crazy. So, what are we going to do this week? Tomorrow is going to be Stormvale, so we'll see how that comes out. Probably cut the grass tomorrow. Sunday, we'll see if one of those deals works out, the 2-wheeler, the Suzuki, see if that works out. Monday would be the ATC 90. Also interweaved all through this is trying to work on the garage. I also want to, I got to do something with this deer. I don't want it just sitting out here for the next 100 years till it rots away. I'm thinking if I get this off, I can kind of get behind it and grab where that ball is with a chain and lift the thing up. Then I could drop the rear end, the deck and the rear end out of it, and I could start looking into getting another deck for it. The little bit of research I've done, Surplus Center has some decks. I also in the horde here with various tractors. I do have some tractors that have the shifter on the fender like that. So hopefully it's just your common, everyday, ordinary rear end that I could kind of jam in there. Hopefully it's not a strange used one model year only in John Deere machines, because I would like to get that tractor running. It'll be the only John Deere here. There's millions of other Bolins and Sears and all, but that'll be Case, but that'll be the first Deere in the fleet, and I'd really like to add a John Deere to the fleet. And a little bit, until the rear end completely blew out of it, the little bit I cut grass with it, it did a really great job. Better than the Kubota, so I wouldn't mind getting it running to keep for myself. I really don't want to give it to my son, but we'll see what situation he ends up with if he ever finds a house that has a functional septic to buy. Alright guys, been babbling for 11 minutes. Didn't teach you guys anything or anything else, but just to let you know I'm still alive, and more to come. Folks, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing. We'll catch you guys on the next episode of The Horde, which should be shortly. Well, not today. Well, be tomorrow. Yep, there we go. Alright, take care now.